When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Boise State Broncos offense takes the field. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, Paul.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Complete to the right. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Broncos. And once he got loose, it was all over.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Price. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Slips through the line. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got the tight end, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Nelson. And that ball is picked off. takes it the other way. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires on the move, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Let's see what they've got on second down. It'll be a draw. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's kind of tough when QBs drop back. They're trying to protect the football and throw it. A lot of times you get some good shots, and if you rip at that football, you can cause an even bigger play and get that fumble to go with the sack.
Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop of the 19 after a pickup of 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They feed him again.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Strikes the blow. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Using his legs, it's Genty. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Bust through behind his pad. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll put the tight end in motion. The run from the shotgun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
On the run, fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Unloads to the right. He makes a grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Floating away. Touchdown Broncos! And the route is on. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
Afterburners coming. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very small.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Bounding over the top. Running for the tape. And he just hurdled the guy. Why? Because he wanted the 1st down.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time.
Oh my goodness, he's still moving. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Let's go. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Boise State! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's going to pass on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. Has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 14 to Wisconsin. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Love. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this.
There he goes down the right side. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown Broncos! And the pummeling has started. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sideline. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Touchdown, Boise State! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Coming after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Line gets set. First down. He'll start this drive firing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Touchdown Broncos! And the route is on. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Broncos! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The lead is even bigger. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Boise State! The defense with the scoop and score. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit. The ball pops out. More guys swarming to the football. Great effort. Scoop that thing up. Now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll throw it on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Nice job by the defense there. They're trying to get to the quarterback, and you see those arms. They're flailing. They're swatting at that football. They're trying to get the ball out of the QB's hands. Those long arms by those D linemen, man. They were able to get...
So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense has it there going the other way. Touchdown Broncos. And the defense doing work. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Rutgers took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Scarlet Knights that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Touchdown Broncos! And the punishment has been extended.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hand.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Pass. Now we're at a 3rd and goal. You'd like to see this part of the field where you can exert some of that physicality, run the football. I know you're doing it, and I know the field shrinks, but I'm going to be tougher than you, more physical than you. I'm going to run the football down your throat.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the... Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some hit. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Slips a tackle. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to throw. Pressure comes. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is intercepted. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You've gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West, as we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So Boise State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Time to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Boise State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Utah State Aggies offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Utah State up-tempo.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. This Utah State offense has it going.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it, that time to hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fights off a defender. And the ball's free in the backfield. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Going up top on 1st down. On the move, he fires. It's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Briggs. Stopped after making the catch.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on Hill.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Looking to move it through the air. He turns that loose down the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Power football with the run. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
To the air, it's Nelson. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Boise State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Utah State 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick it off.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 1. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled, but he has a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the right. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nelson. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Caught. Welcome to Dynasty Mode. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige. And now you'll choose where to. Here, you'll choose to create. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed? Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are...